of our Torah. This week, of course, we have the real Yetziat Mitzrayim, where the Jews, Pharaoh basically sends Israel out because he's had it, but then his heart gets hardened. Now, Pharaoh is a very interesting character. We think of this as it's usually presented as just a fight for freedom. There's a lot more going on here. The fight between Moshe and Pharaoh is not, as it were, just to free their slaves. The fight was over who controls the world. Remember, Pharaoh considered himself a god. His whole being was that he was a god. And God is saying, no, you're not, and knocking him down. Remember, God says to Moshe, I not only will we free the Jews, but I will render judgment on their gods. And Pharaoh realizes the Jews are not returning. Nowhere does Moshe ever say that they're going to come back. He says we have to go out 3 days. And Pharaoh put in the idea that, they're going out 3 days and then they're going to come back. They never said that, because what Pharaoh did not understand is a basic thing that was going on. Remember that there's no Hebrew word for religion. The Hebrew word that we actually use today is actually a non-Hebrew word. Dat. Dat is not Hebrew. It's Persian. The first time it appears in the Tanakh is in Megillat Esther. Because in the Jewish concept, there is no separation of religion and your daily life. In a lot of other cultures, you have your religion and you have your life, and they don't mix. Among Jews, it doesn't go that way. Among Jews, it's, our religious ideas spread into our daily life. And by the way, the same thing goes with Christianity. When I was growing up in the Midwest, I'd be sometimes admonished when I did something wrong, but it was not a Christian thing to do, meaning it wasn't moral. And you understand the idea. The idea that there's a separation of your life from your faith is a non-Jewish concept. In fact, in Israel today, by the way, there's a lot of religious people don't call themselves religious, dati, they call themselves Torah-ni. They're Torah Jews, meaning it's throughout my life. So this is the mistake that Pharaoh's making, is that he didn't realize that what's going to be happening is that the Jews are going to be getting a way of life that's based on the Torah. Not just prayer and things like that, but also how you behave when you're not in shul. Something to think about. Okay, Kaddish Rabbanim.